Dom takes off and gets in front of the truck. The other two trucks following, with Han and Tego and Don Amar, they are able to do a 180 turn while in full speed, and then go in reverse in full speed, just in time so that Letty can heist the tankers without the driver even knowing.
Liquid gold.
The 67 Chevy here, we've installed a 10-ton truck suspension. It had a dual rear axle system with four-wheel drive in the back of the truck. Well, the first time out, the stunt guy jumped in and it did it flawlessly. Just, spun around, clicked it in reverse, and, away it went 30, 40 miles an hour.
Nice.
Each tanker trailer has to be puppeteered separately. Some have to go backwards, some have to go forward.
This is a self-drive tanker. So what we're doing is I'm going to be following the tanker, and when the director says action, I'm going to be peeling off from it like it's detached, and there's a truck on the other end that's supposed to be pulling me down the road, stealing the gas.
And then to put actors or stunt people on this vehicle as it's traveling, that was a big challenge.
Next thing you know, I'm on a gas tanker, hanging off the roof of this thing, trying to balance myself with like a little dingy wire holding me, and we're flying 25 miles an hour. It was pretty cool.
Action!
Justin was like, please, Michelle, stop. You're going too far. And she was like, yeah, it's fine. And then she would keep doing it. So I really want to see what she did, because she has like the guts that I don't have.
Michelle, I was very impressed. She had no fear. She just got there and like, what, you want to stand me on the hood? Fine, no problem. You want me to get on the tanker? Okay.
We try and do as much practically as possible. Our motto is always to do it on camera, to do it real.
There's going to be very distinct chases and races. We're going to go all out on this one.
Sure you want to do this?
The Dom Bryan race, I think, is the centerpiece because that's the race that everybody's been waiting to see.
It is a great street race. Both those cars have their strength. The Chevelle has more horsepower. The Skyline handles better. There's just no way to say which car is going to come out on top. It makes for an exciting race.
Please wait while directions are downloaded.
I was driving home, and I remember I was looking at my car, and most cars have the GPS, and I thought, wow, it'd be interesting to explore it. And I thought it brought more life to just a simple race.
Please obey all traffic laws.
In Brian's case,
rerouting.
You actually see a love-hate relationship with the GPS voice.
Rerouting.
Which I think we all have.
Rerouting.
Just shut up!
3, 2, 1, action.
It was very hard keeping both actors out of the car. I mean, I like that. I like the fact that they want to go and do it.
The audience is paying their money to see the actors perform most of or all of their stunts. So Paul and Vin just kind of get in there, and it pays off. You know it's them, and that's great.
There's something to be said about just hitting the apex right and entering a turn right and to draw a tighter, cleaner line.
This race is using all the skills. We have a little bit of drifting. We have a lot of just high-speed driving. We're even jumping cars.
This might hurt.
There's two incredible action sequences that take place in the tunnels from Mexico to Los Angeles.
I thought it was appropriate to have a tunnel chase because a lot of what logistically that takes place is the smuggling of the drugs.
Yeah, we've been hearing that for years, right? Underground tunnel system at the border. We're fitting cars in them now, and we got huge chase sequences through them, and it's pretty wild.
It was a challenge, and I'm glad I had a crew that was up for the challenge because we were trying to figure out how to get this high octane chase to feel real, to get everything in a tunnel.
The speed at which we're doing it is what's really crazy because there's no room for error. We're going through these tunnels which have twists and turns at anywhere between 65 and 80 miles an hour. It felt pretty good.
Dom?
This film actually is going to tie a lot of the loose ends between characters of all three films.
3, 2, 1, go.
The cherry on top of the action and speed in this flick is going to be a whole other world of adrenaline.
One thing I learned from Don is that nothing really matters unless you have a code.
What's your code, Brian?
I'm working on it.
Between all those action sequences, you get to experience what the characters are going through, which is just as gratifying.
Now you owe me a 10-second call.
Is that right? Now we're even.
With Paul as fast and Vin as furious, the combination of the two, they just have really good chemistry together.
I'm taking the whole house down. Two different styles or two different approaches, and there we are in head over heels trying to bust these bad guys. So this is where my jurisdiction ends.
And this is where mine begins.
There is a story about character and friendship and code, and it satisfies the car lovers. And that's really what the Fast and the Furious boils down to.
Now what? I'm gonna enjoy what happens next.
Tomorrow at 9, Sam and Dean are on a mission to a strange town of magicians in Supernatural. Next tonight, though, Heidi Range and Alex Zane are getting to join in on some celebrity juicing.